Today we have two tasty deep fried appetizers that we're gonna turn keto. So unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard of Tasty. They make really crazy indulgent looking recipes, mostly on Facebook. And Sarah and I came across these two recipes that look really, really exciting. And we said, hey, with a couple of tweaks, we can definitely turn those keto. The first recipe that caught our eye was these barbecue chicken Nacho Poppers that look relatively straightforward to make keto. So those are the ones that we're gonna be trying first. So for this recipe, you are going to be needing chicken. And we have our chicken here from ButcherBox, who is the sponsor of today's video. Both Sarah and my households have been customers of ButcherBox for years. Sarah and I absolutely love having ButcherBox delivered directly to our door every single month. That means no more searching the grocery store for 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, wild-caught seafood, and pork-raised crate-free. We can do the shopping online, and in just a few clicks, our order is set. Joining ButcherBox means you're a part of a community that's focused on caring about animals and about our planet, improving the livelihood for farmers, and enjoying better meals together. And you can change or cancel your subscription at any time with no penalties. So we have a special limited time deal for you guys. Our community will get 2 pounds of free range organic chicken breasts in every order for a year, but you have to sign up for this deal before September 25th. And you can click the link in the description. Thanks so much to ButcherBox for sponsoring another video on our channel. Sponsors really do help keep our channel going, and thanks to you guys for supporting our sponsors. So yesterday, Sarah took our ButcherBox chicken and she put it in the slow cooker for about 6 hours on low heat with about a cup of chicken broth, and now it's ready to use. She shredded it by hand yesterday. So this recipe calls for 8 ounces of whipped cream cheese. We don't have that. We have regular cream cheese that's room temperature, and we're gonna whip it ourselves in this bowl. Okay, so now we're gonna add in the rest of our ingredients, which are 3 cups of shredded Mexican cheese, 2 cups of shredded chicken breast, half a cup of diced red pepper, half a cup of diced green pepper, 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley, and half a cup of your favorite keto-friendly barbecue sauce. We are using this brand that we will show on the screen. I forgot the name of it. So we stirred the ingredients until they were completely combined. It smells really, really good. And then we're gonna pour it carefully into our parchment-lined baking pan. This is an 8 by 8 inch pan. The recipe calls for a 9 by 9 inch pan. So if you have a 9 by 9 inch pan, probably use that instead. We are going to pat it down and carefully make sure that it's all compact. And then we're gonna put it into the freezer to let it freeze for at least an hour. And then we're going to start on our second popper appetizer recipe. Our next recipe is also from Tasty UK actually, and it's for crunchy jalapeno taco poppers. We have made jalapeno poppers here in the past, but they were kind of like a traditional version. This taco one sounds pretty interesting, so we're gonna try to be making it keto today. To a bowl, we added our ButcherBox ground beef, taco seasoning, salt, pepper, and cilantro, and we really mixed to combine that. You really wanna make sure that the taco seasoning is spread throughout the ground beef. In a pan, we heated up some olive oil, added in 1 diced onion, and we made sure that that was nice and sauteed before adding in our ground beef, and we cooked that down and made sure that it was nice and brown. What is that? These are gloves. My husband bought them and I've been really liking them. You're gonna use that to what? Protect your hand? I'm protecting my hands and my eyes because just to let you know, if you didn't know, which who doesn't know this, but we have made jalapeno poppers here on our channel before, and like hours later I go and I take out my contacts for the night because Emily and I both wear contacts, and I realized that the jalapeno had gotten all into my nails and I was like blind for hours after. So I'm not taking any chances anymore. Learned this trick in the hospital. We used to work in a hospital many moon ago. That didn't really help. Okay, so this recipe yields about 24 jalapeno poppers. That's a lot of poppers. We're just going to be making about 5 or 6 of them. We're saving these for like a little barbecue that we're having in a couple days, so we can freeze these and then fry them the day of. So I'm going to be halving and coring out the seeds and about 5 or 6 jalapenos. So here is a clean jalapeno. We just split it in half, but we don't want to go all the way through because we want to be able to close the filling within there. Now I'm going to go core the rest of my jalapenos, then we'll move on to the next step. So next up, we're going to be adding in our cream cheese and a cup of shredded Mexican cheese into our meat mixture, and we're going to be stirring it about, making sure that it's combined, and we're going to be putting it into a bag. The bag is important because we're going to be using it to pipe in our meat mixture into our jalapenos. We can always make a bigger hole, we cannot make it smaller. I'm going to go with a smaller hole and then make it bigger if we need to. That sounded weird. Okay. Is the piping bag really necessary? These are pretty big. Like, you might be able to use a spoon easily. I don't know. I'm going off the experts. I'm not an expert. I am just whatever I am, a novice. I'm just gonna do what I'm told. I'm gonna try to pipe it in here with this bag. I already wasted this bag. I'm gonna be using it. I think it does come out. I think it just, you need to get used to the flow. I don't want them to explode, so I'm gonna keep them on the smaller side. So we have two recipes going on here. Both of them are poppers. Both of them have to be deep fried. In the tasty recipe, the jalapeno poppers, they actually use cornflake cereal that's crushed as the topping. Obviously, we can't use that. In the recipe that I was making earlier and is still in the freezer right now, they use tortilla chips that are crushed as the coating for deep frying. We can't use those either. So guess what we're gonna use? I'm gonna give you one guess. We're gonna use crushed pork rinds. I know, we use them all the time. We think that these turn out the best, but hey, if you wanted to try to use your favorite keto-friendly chip replacement, like Quest chips or whatever, you could always pulverize those and use them as a topping for deep frying. We are going with our classic ground down pork rinds. We buy them pre-ground. They're called pork crumbles, and we season them heavily with garlic powder, which makes it so that you can't even taste the pork rinds at all. We're gonna be doing the double dredge method. We use almond flour, egg wash, and pork rinds. We dip whatever we're frying the same way. We dip it into the egg wash first. We go in with our almond flour. We go back into the egg wash, and then we pat it carefully with the pork rinds. And you really want to press in those pork rinds into whatever you're deep frying and make sure that there's no like excess that's going to shake off. And you don't want to mishandle these, but like you don't want to have a rough hand when operating this machinery. You want to be gentle because the pork rinds could fall off. And so if you do all those things, you should have a successful fry. I'm questioning the integrity of some of these. I have my doubts. I must perform surgery to straight through. It's like a Subway sandwich. That's how big it is. That was a smaller jalapeno. So we're gonna fry these for about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5, until they're golden brown at 325 degrees. Yikes. Okay. Next up, we're going to unveil our chicken Nacho Poppers. They've been freezing for at least an hour because Sarah and I have been here cooking all day, it seems. So I'm gonna unveil it. I'm gonna toss it out of the pan. Okay, so these are starting to get soft, which shouldn't happen so quickly, but we're going to be doing the same thing, the double dredge. We're going to go into the egg yolk, into the almond flour, back into the egg yolk, and into the pork rinds that we're going to press down. And then drop them into the oil. Robust looking nacho chip. At least they're holding together. Chicken Nacho Poppers. Eat it! Oh, good. Flavorful. I think it's really delicious. The coating actually stays on really well with this one. This is really, really good. It tastes like something you'll get from a restaurant. Yeah, this would be a great appetizer for a party. For sure. I was going to say, like, for a football night. We don't have those. But we would just make these on any weeknight, honestly. Very, very good. I don't even know if you really need the toppings for it. It's so creamy by itself. What do you mean? Oh, these? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think guacamole tastes great on anything. Yeah, but these are super delicious, and I can see myself making them again for a party or whatever. So let's try the next one. You can go for the largest one. So, here we go. Pick small jalapenos or suffer. Some people would enjoy an appetizer this big. Those people are not eating them on camera, though. All right, that's true. All right. I remember way back when we never tried food on camera. And some of you guys watched that, and you're like, why didn't you try it? It's because it's embarrassing to eat food on camera. Anyway, especially when it's this big. Spicy? You don't think it's spicy? Not yet. But maybe you got a spicy jalapeno. Well, I'm going to put a little bit of the guac on top.
It's everything that you expect in a taco, but in a jalapeno pepper. Super filling.
There's no way to eat this with dignity. I've given up.
I think that we have successfully turned these items keto. What do you think?
I think that if you made these for a party, not only would no one complain and it would all be gone, no one would even know it was keto. That's how good these recipes are. I loved them. So we are super happy with these dishes. We were going to link the original recipes below because they are by Tasty and we just subbed some things out. And if you want to see a video where we tried to make Snickers and Twix keto, you can click right here and we'll see you over there. We tried our best.
It was a fun one.
Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins, signing out.